Welcome. I am Glendin ThePackRat, and this is Space Engineers, episode 18. Now, I've finished building the Long Crab, is what I was calling it. It has a teleportation, a jump ship in the back. Now, the idea, and I'm missing a few pieces. Look at this. Again, I'm missing pieces. Um, yeah, I don't know why I'm missing pieces, but, yeah, missing a couple of those. Missing, it doesn't matter. Um, right now, I could be missing more pieces for all I know. Um, yeah, this is a jump ship capable section. It's the idea behind it is to chase down a ship, uh, grab hold of it, merge block with it, and drag it back here by jumping it, and you can do that. If I put a waypoint down. This is the cargo pod. There's two very extra large cargo containers in this ship, which is storing all my things that I need. Um, this is an elongated connector that you can then detach from the cutter part of the ship. And this is the cutter part as I've designed it. It's still missing a few little things. It's an evolutionary build, sort of. And if I go around to the other side, all you see is darkness. So, of course, it does look better. Looks pretty cool over here. No parts are missing. Um, it is pretty cool the way I've got it, especially when a drone comes by. All these lasers light up at once and just obliterate it, and that's pretty cool. Um, now, there's four thrusters on the back here that I have keyed to a button that I can press, and it will force the ship forward even with the other thrusters off. Now, the reason for that is I decided to build a drill portion of the ship that's detachable. And because it's detachable, it has its own station keeping thrusters. So I can detach it and it will stay there and not drift away. Um, the cutter portion of it is also detachable. So it doesn't have station keeping capability. So it's either got to be connected to the ship or to the drill platform. So either way, I can detach it on either section and have that part stay there and go somewhere else with this ship. Like I can use the welders on the front of this to weld up something with all the parts I've got and actually to build something. And that's where I'm getting to my next idea. Let me show you this first. This is just station keeping. This is got a little cockpit on it so that I can adjust it if I need to get in there, because it wouldn't run right without it. And this is I can move it around a little bit and it'll go from left to right or whatever. It doesn't have much of a power core, and I think that's a problem that I will rectify in the next version of it, where I've got a bigger power core. Now, let me get out and fly over there. Now, you remember I was talking about the rock crusher in the last episode? It was a 4x4 square. One deep 4x4, or 2x2. 2x2x1. And it turned out to be a 1x1x2 in this version of it. Apparently there was an update. That's why it looked a little funky with them all being put here and they're all jigsawed. And they were 2x2s instead of 1x2s. So apparently they were changed since the last time I played. There's a couple of different things, like that stuff. Reinforced heavy armor that I like using that doesn't show up well in DirectX 11. I'm sort of waiting for those to get straightened out and things like that. There's a couple of things that are new mods that are sort of in an evolutionary stage, and I decided not to play for a couple of weeks just to wait for those kind of things to iron out. I mean, I had started playing just as planets showed up and things needed updates and changes, and I'm like, I don't want to keep rebuilding this over and over and over again, so let's not play for a little bit. Let's go to, I do go to creative once in a while and blueprint these things so that I can plunk them down again when I have to reset the world, because it often happens when you have a lot of updates. So, anyway, I had this ship all put together, and let me tell you about this over here before I do anything else. when I'm drilling with the ship, these are the cargo pods. They are huge. They're like 46 million or something in those. It's really it's really huge. But they'll hold the stone. They'll hold the minerals. They'll hold the whatever. And then you can hear them working. They'll come over here, and that's not working. I can't get in there. See what I'm telling you about updates? So why can't I get in there? No. Anyway. Yeah, that mod, I guess, is not working. There's a mod that allows me to access all these things, and apparently that's not working right now. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I would redesign this now that they're smaller and put them all together, but the stone comes in and it goes into these rock crushers, and the rock crushers break them down into the trace amounts of ore and minerals and whatever that they can find and obliterate the rest. And then it goes to a what is it? One of those exclusion conveyors. Forget what they're called. These right there. Conveyor. No, that's not it. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. This one. It goes through a conveyor sorter, and I have it blacklisted where it won't let stone beyond this point here. And then this point here, and although I have them covered up, are two very extra large refineries. So only the ores get to the refineries. And then once I get it here, only the ingots will go past this point into the ship. So we have a layered approach to it, which I think I'm going to keep using when I build other things. We have a stone layer, then we have excluded from going to the next layer. Then we have a refinery layer. This keeps all the stone from getting in there and turning into, reactor components. And we have, a ship full of reactor components and nothing else. So the stone gets processed where it needs to be processed. Then it goes to the next area here, which is where right in here are the two big extra large refineries. And the only thing that gets there is the ore. And then the ingots can go to this particular place, and the ingots get transferred through here to the ship, and then the ingots then can be used by the assembler anytime I want to, because the ingots are and the assembled parts are hidden inside the cargo containers here. And it's a pretty fair way of doing things. I'm going to connect back to the ship. Let's not get moving too fast. I disconnected it so you can see what I've been doing here, and it does reconnect, and it all becomes one ship again, and that is really a massive undertaking to make that drill portion. It needs its own larger power core. It needs many more thrusters, because once I put that connected to the ship, it moves like a snail. Although it moves pretty quick now, it still moves like a snail when you connect all that up to it. And you sort of have to, did I just hear a clank? I heard a clank. What the hell? What the? You gotta be kidding me! Something in my ship just blew up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My whole ship just blew. Now how the hell did that happen? You see what I'm talking about? Really? I'm going to have to back up to save game. You see what I'm talking about, how mods sometimes interact with each other properly? I think I might be having a problem with the XL mod now. What I'm going to want to do is start decreasing the amount of mods I'm using. It's just, yeah, that's not going to happen. It just, everything I own just blew up. That's not good. I do have a copy of the ship. I can reset it when things happen like this. It's just unbelievably drives me crazy. Doesn't take much to drive me crazy anymore. But yeah, this is just unbelievable. Really, you just... I must have had a piece, and I didn't build it like that, so there's no way I could have a piece floating in here. And I've moved it around before. I even jumped this ship. So there must have been something there, and it just exploded my cargo pods. Now, I've had it happen several times in that XL mod with these cargo pods. So I think I'm going to get away from the XL stuff, because this is like my 6th time this has happened, and probably the only reason the back of the ship didn't blow up because I don't have one of those in there. I mean, I love the mods and I love what the mod authors are doing, and it's just I have no skills to do mods, but wow, some of them just don't interact well with the game. Anyway, I was going to link this back up to it and show you how well it worked, but now we're foobarred. So foobarred, forked up beyond all repair, just so you know. Yeah, we are seriously forked up here. All right, let me show you some other stuff I was going to be talking about here. There are a couple of mods I added. One, it's giving me atmospheric thrusters. And I thought, well, I wonder if we should play around with getting a atmospheric vehicle together. I thought that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to get away from this XL stuff for just a little bit because it seems to be needing help. And this is the cargo pods that keep blowing up on me. And I don't know why. Maybe they're very thin-skinned or something. But I'll go back to that. I love the mod. I mean, it's just a tad unstable for what I'm doing at the moment. And I love these. And I don't know if they've repaired that yet. The guy, it's a nickel alloy blend. No, it's still black. Nickel alloy plate. It's a special. It takes a lot more than steel to build it. Let's just put it that way. And it's supposed to be a very dense block. And it's supposed to be very, well, you can see the look of it. It's like copperish. And I think it'd be a really cool ship, cool thing to make a ship out of. It almost, let me see, almost Stargate-ish in its coloring. And I thought it'd be really nice to make a ship out of that because I've got Stargate in here. Although I haven't found any Aquila anywhere generated to actually start building a Stargate. And I don't do anything creative. If I can't do it legitly, I don't want to do it. But I'd like to play around with all this stuff. And they got doors and all this other things and whatever these are. Anywho, we got a stone crusher and it's changed its form, so it's now, instead of 2x2, or yeah, 2x2, it's 1x2. So I can now fit a whole lot more of those in there. And we have still the moisture reclamator, but I'm not using that anymore, so I think I'll drop that for a bit. It's just, it's a great mod. I just don't need all that ice. Well, maybe I should put a small section where I just have a bunch of these there, just so I make sure I have enough ice. The other ones produce ice, but maybe not a high enough quantity, so I think I'll keep that. And this is oxygen farm, and I have another that's just like this for hydrogen. There it is there. And that's also a mod I added. Thinking about putting those on a station to keep it running properly. Now, there's something I wanted to discuss here that just changed the entire game. This. Cargo teleporter. And that's the name right off the workshop. Cargo teleporter. And the way I just saw this work was unfreaking believable. You could now make a mining ship with a cargo teleporter on it. I think it has to be connected to a cargo pod. I'm not sure. Or maybe it is a cargo pod. I haven't played with it yet. But you could mine and send the ore or stone right into this cargo teleporter. And I'm using the version that uses the range of the antenna to actually go somewhere. So as long as you're within antenna range of your mothership, then it should teleport the cargo directly to the mothership to be refined. So that just changed everything. I could build small, even drone ships to go mine, automated things. I could get other people's automated drones, because I'm really not sure how to build those yet, and switch out one of the cargo pods in there and put that in there, teleport everything back to the mothership and just let them go and not have to actually mine the big asteroids myself. So I don't know. This could be a complete game changer, this cargo teleporter. I could have mini drone ships out there mining instead of me mining myself. Or if I do mine something, I have a little saucer-shaped ship, a little flat thing with no cargo pods in it, and it just teleports the stone directly back to the mothership, within range of the antenna, by the way, and just tunnels through an asteroid, and it won't have much of a, not weight, inertia. It won't have much of a mass to deal with inertia, so I won't need this massive ship with massive thrusters just to go drilling. I could have a small ship with mini drills on it that just tunnels straight through, and it's very easy to maneuver through an asteroid and then pull all the stone back to the base station. I'm thinking mothership base station, something with jump drive capabilities that I can move from place to place, maneuvering thrusters and jump drives on it. A very massive station, and I could teleport everything that I'm getting. I could even have a chase ship with a cutter. I could put a cutter on the station. I could have a chase ship go out there, grab a hold of what I want to get, and jump it back, and then push the whole thing into the cutter platform and do it that way, or drill, or I could do anything I want. This cargo teleporter, if it works as advertised, is a game changer for me. Instead of building this massive ship that could explode, instead of building this massive ship, this cargo teleporter will allow me to build small ships with massive capabilities with no cargo pods, so that all the stuff is transported directly back to the base station for processing. And that, I think, is going to be really, really cool. We've got, in the core game, we've got things like atmospheric thrusters. The chase ship, I'd have a couple of these maglocks, and I figured out, and I did a test, you could go chase a ship, grab a hold of it with a maglock, as long as you match speeds with it. If you're a little off, it blows up everything. It's quite amazing that if you're not exactly synced with the same direction and speed of the ship when you engage this maglock, because it's like putting a solid iron bar in between the two. I mean, it starts tearing shit apart. But once you're maglocked to it, it's like it's like being welded to the ship. You can then jump it back through the tractor beam, and the whole thing comes back with you. That too could be a game changer, the way I'm looking at it. And I would love to see this guy who built this mod with this nickel alloy update it to DirectX 11, because that would be very cool to build a ship that looks Stargate-ish with its bronze-looking blocks. And these are supposed to be just as heavy as the ones I'm using, these here, which only use steel plate. Yeah, there could be some cool things going on. And if I build a station, I could put these very large solar panels on it. I could build ships that drop down to the surface and do a little mining, because it teleports the stuff directly back up to the mothership. And I could have surface miners, and I wouldn't have to have massive thrusters on it to get all that cargo back up into orbit, because it'd already be there. So this could be, like I said, a game changer, that teleporting cargo thing. Yeah. There's one other thing, and this is just disheartening. It just makes me sick looking at all that work I put in that. Mind you, I did weld it up from a projection, but I had to build it in creative to get the projection before then putting all my parts into it. And well, since this is a bork up from the beginning, let's do some tests with the junk that's left over. Let us nothing, huh? Merge blocks off, merge blocks off. Merge blocks off. That should have. Can I detach from the, I might have messed up here. Yeah, it's not detaching that one. Hey, get off. Off. We're gonna have some fun with this. Back it up. Yeah, this ship maneuvers. This got a lot of thrusters on it, and it really maneuvers. Now, if I were to put a merge block on this, or not merge block, if I were to put something on this, that would, like one of those maglocks on here somewhere, where I can chase a ship, maybe put it right there in the front, and then do some other kind of connection to the base when I bring it back to the mothership. Chase a ship with this thing, and it can get up to a good speed really quick. I could chase a ship with this thing and grab onto it and then jump it back. Now let's try a GPS. This, no. It's overloaded to stop. Turn around. Let's try, I forget. I haven't played in a couple of weeks. You forget everything. Oh, there it is. GPS. Let's do a new one from Galactic Center. That's usually what it does. 0000 or 000, whatever it is. And where is it? Galactic Center. Oh, there it is. It's 178,000 away. Okay, we can do that. Do I have it set up on the shift 2, shift 3, shift 4? No, I don't. I don't have it set up. Let's go and let's find the... Well, the capacitors are charged. Let's go to the... Where's my jump drives? I know I have jump. I know we have the technology. There we go. We have a jump drive. We're going to label it jump so we can find it again. Then we're going to go to G and to groups, and then we have our jump drive here. And we're going to put jump drive, toggle on off, jump drive, recharge on and off, jump drive, where is it? Where's the jump? I need jump. Don't give me no crap. Where's my jump? Oh, I'd have to set it first. That's right. Okay, the recharge is on. So it should be recharging. It should be already charged. The distance is blind jump. We need to set it to GPS coordinates selected. We're going to GPS coordinates. Toggle the block on. Okay, now I might be able to put it in the way I want it. Normally you can put this then in here and it has... Where's the jump? Is it that I'm using the group blocks instead of the standard? Might be... Might not be able to... There it is. That's because I couldn't. So let's get rid of it this way too. A single jump drive needs to be on its own. So toggle block on off. Toggle block recharge. On off. On jump. So let's try it. Oh, it's charging. It's charging. 59. 60. It's charging. Alright, there was something else I want to cover too before the end. Is, I'm going to let this charge a minute. I saw something when I died, and I saw that they have put in new starter ships. And one seems to be an atmospheric ship that I haven't played around with yet. So, yeah, I don't mind if I die right about now because I want to see what's up with this. I want to see if... We're going to jump this ship, and then I'm probably going to try to kill myself just so I can take a look at that new jump ship. What is that? That's another asteroid that's really close. Look at that. Looks like it's made of ice, but probably not. Looks like a big snowball there. Anyway, I do have plans on beginning a very large station. I'm going to, of course, reset the game so that's not blown up like it was. And we're going to use that to drill for more stuff. I did a big test drill through that asteroid. I may go ahead and reset the map because maybe there's some glitch in the last update. And then plunk my stuff back down again in it. I may just restart. I think reload the game and then start building my... It's going to be a large base station ship, and I've got an idea of how I want to do it. Can we jump? Nope. I have an idea how I want to do that, and then I want to build some smaller ships that do mining and some smaller ships that go out and try to remote pilot. Since you have to be within antenna range for that teleporter to work anyway, I just may go ahead and put a platform down, a little teeny one for a test bench, and test out that cargo teleporter first to make sure it works right before I start basing my new ships around it. But yeah, that could be fantastic. in the way it's going to change the game for me. 86% charging. Power usage. Okay, the jump ship, when I redesign this, needs to have a little bit more power. Its power usage should be twice as much as it's got. So, I should have 120 megawatt reactors. Because this should have come up already. To jump somewhere and jump back. Actually, I'm thinking about having 2 jump drives installed on the ship. One for jumping there and one for an emergency jump back if I need to. And always have that emergency one set to a specific waypoint, which would be back where my ship is, or station is. So I can go out there and jump, chase a ship, grab onto it, jump back. But if I have real problems, I can always maybe shift to 3 or something like this and have a program there instead of having it on 1. And then suddenly jump back if I need to, because the secondary jump drive, the emergency one, will already be charged. That would be a way to do it, I think. Oh, what? What? Is that inside the planet? Really? Oh, that's, wouldn't that be a boom? That would hurt, wouldn't it? Wow. I wonder what happens if you hit the atmosphere. I'm not trying to waste time, really. I want to try the one more thing. I want to die anyway. So, I could just suicide. Alright, since I'm going to restart this anyway, let's do a... Can I suicide? Yes. There we are. We're dead. I still am using the helmet line. Planetary Lander. Escape pod, respawn ship, spacesuit. Planetary Lander? Oh. This can't be good. Oh, we're already in atmosphere. If this wasn't a planetary lander, you'd be slamming into the planet. I guess that's at my artificial horizon. So I can straighten up to see whether I'm actually... Well, that's cool. Look, it's a little, yeah, all it is a planetary lander. Now, if I had something like this built with a big drill on the bottom, and you come down here and you do some drilling and it automatically teleports to the mothership, that would be cool. It would be doable. I'd have to have a couple of more engines to hold up the drill bit, but I could then just drill in different places. I could, hell, damn near go down to the center of the planet. And we're dropping at 104 miles per second, meters per second, however you want to say that. They didn't actually specify that, I think, anywhere. Ooh, can we go forward? There's a lake over there. Artificial horizon. Let's match up to the artificial horizon. Let's try for the lake. Can we? Slow down. Can we turn on? The inertial dampers are on, and we're still dropping 100 meters a second. This is going to turn from a planetary lander to a planetary crash. Yes, thrusters, thrusters. Okay, we're starting to slow down. Guess you can't go forward. That's pretty cool. I've never played with the planetary stuff yet. That's why I just put that mod in for the planetary, what is it? I guess we're having to save again. Where is we locked up? Not good. Yeah, I just play with these games. I don't code them. We're still dropping, but I want to see what this looks like. Can we go kerplunk into the water? There's a whole lot of testing I want to do, but I'm still waiting for the mods to stabilize. Do you hear the wind? Now, I think that's pretty cool. Can we slow it down? We can't slow it down. Thrusters are on, but it's not slowing down. It's still 100 millimeters per hour. We must be... Yeah, no. Inertia dampeners should be on. Oh, am I going to have to bail out before I hit the ground? Alright, let's get the artificial horizon matched up. Are we actually... Okay, we weren't in the... We didn't have the thrusters lying to the direction we were going, therefore it wouldn't stop us. But are we still descending? It sort of needs a bubble like that, where you could get to know whether you're descending. It's like the speed needs arrows on it now, I think. I think we stopped moving forward. Oh, maybe that's what that meters is up there in front of us on the horizon. That's forward momentum. We're still dropping. I'm going to drop a little faster, so it doesn't take us 10 minutes to get down to the bottom. And this is pretty cool. And we're still moving forward again. Let's slow down the moving forward here and look at the horizon. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? That's not horizon either. I'm not looking at it straight from the ship. Actually, yeah. We're still dropping. We're not moving forward, but we're still dropping. So, if I were to turn dampeners off, we start falling, right? Turn them on, we slow down. So we can actually hover, can't we, with this? And we need some sort of a laser guidance against the surface to tell us how power use is. All we got is speed. We don't have to tell us, like a normal land vehicle, we don't have an altimeter. Or do we? I'm just too stupid to know where it is. Maybe I just ain't figured it out yet. I'm just gauging by eyeball. Alright, let's slow that down. We're coming to the end of the episode, which is why I want to speed it up, but I don't want to speed it up too far and just go slam right into the... Alright, it does slow down pretty quick in the atmosphere. And I guess all it needs is these atmospheric thrusters for this small ship, but a few more wouldn't hurt. That's actually quite cool. Yeah, I'm thinking we should... I don't know, we have that range thing now, right? Where we could have 50,000, kilometers or miles or whatever it is that we have. See, I've got no range to the ice. Oh, I just got thruster particles on the ice. Oh, there we are. Ice. Ooh. The eagle has landed. The Packrat has landed. The Packrat has landed. I claim this planet in the name of the Packrat. Yes. The Packrat has landed. This is now my planet. I'm taking all of it. How do I get out? I'm taking all of it. We could build... Ooh, you know what? I can take off my helmet. Ooh, get a sunburn on my face really quick. And this is actually ice and it's not water. That's pretty cool too. Ooh, thoughts of drilling into this and building an underwater, under ice base with a platform on top that has weapons. That would be really cool. look, there's a moon. Does it move? Thinking it might. This could be really cool to build a base here. A stationary base here. Backpack off. We're walking. That's pretty cool. We're walking around with the helmet off. Okay. Should I build an ice base? We could have a ship up there that's mining asteroids and harvesting ships, and it's at the antenna range, right? Which was 50,000. So if I were broadcasting things for the antenna, everything within 50,000 of this here, I'd be able to reach. And then if I wanted to go beyond that, I could do some sort of relay station where it's a little platform, a little station hanging in space, and we transport to one, and then it moves over to the next, and then that transports another 50. We could do that. We could own every piece of space we wanted to own from this location. We could drill in and build underground. We could build a platform with drills under it, and every time we wanted to build another layer on a platform, just turn the drills on a minute and lower the platform. Ooh, that is so much. Wow, are these actually on? They're not resting here, they're actually like hovering on. This has so much possibility, especially with those. I mean, I wouldn't even have thought about it or even considered it if I hadn't had that new cargo teleporter. But I can now teleport things from the surface. And if we find, you know what? I'm going to reset this world. I'm going to take and take my ship out of it. Yeah. And reset it just to make sure we have Naquita in the asteroids. Because if we can start finding some Naquita, we can build stargates in our base. And actually go from here to orbit by stepping through the gate. That could be really cool. There are a lot of possibilities here. And I've gone over my time limit. But yeah, there are a lot of possibilities. And it's that mod author, I just have to shake his hand for this. Because that cargo teleporter just opened up so many things that I could possibly do now. And this ice base, oh, that's a really nice idea, because even if there are critters that would attack me, you know, all I'd need to do is have weapons on the top. Lots of weapons on the top. Missile launchers and Gatlings and lasers, and come near my base and you'll be obliterated. You know, those lasers have like a 2,500 range on them. That's a lot of range for those lasers. They don't do much damage, but they just keep going. Did you hear something? Is there wildlife? I'm hearing wind, and I don't think we've heard wind before. Maybe I should not be out here without a gun. Anyway, thank you for coming on this episode. There are so many things I've now got churning in my mind to go ahead and start on this, and I want to record every little single bit of it. So yeah, we're in for something. I may plan a few things out. Maybe doing some tests before I actually start building. Maybe I'll do an episode of tests to figure out different things, how things work, and how things, you know, how the mods work. And I think I'm going to cut down a couple of the mods that I'm using because they may not be interacting properly, and go back to the core a bit of the game. But thank you for coming on a journey with me, and I hope you will join me in the next episodes that are coming. Please smash the like button if you like what I'm doing, and stomp on the subscribe button, because I'm still growing the channel and can really use your help with the subscriptions. Tell people who you know watch this kind of thing to come and give me a look. Come and give me a subscribe. Come and give me a like or whatever. Because, yeah, I may not record like other people do, but I have some plans for the future here. And I think it's going to be really cool. All right, I got to go. See you next episode.